we're back upstairs in the Leontes palace.
Nor night nor day, no rest. It is but weakness to bear the matter thus, mere weakness. If the cause were not in being, part of the cause, she the adulteress. For the harlot king is quite beyond mine arm, out of the blank and level of my brain, hot truth. But she, I can put to say that she will go, given to the fire, the moiety of my rest might come to me again.
My lord.
How goes the boy?
He has took a good rest tonight. I'd hope his sickness is discharged.
His nobleness, leaving the dishonor of his mother, he straight declined, groped, took it deeply, fastened and fixed the shame on it himself, threw off his spirit, his appetite, his sleep, downright languished. Leave me so late, go, see how he fares. Fie, no thought of him, the very thought of my revenge is that way, recoil upon me, in himself too might, and in his part the lion. Let him be, until a time may serve, for present vengeance, take it on her. Camillo and Polixenes laugh at me, make their pastime at my sorrow. I should not laugh, if I could reach them, nor shall she within my power.
You must not enter.
Nay, rather, good my lords, if I be second to me, fear you this tyrannous passion more, alas, than the queen's life, a gracious innocent soul, more free than he is jealous.
That's enough.
Madam, he has not slept tonight, commanded that none shall come at him.
Not so hot, good sir. I come to bring him sleep. 'Tis such as you that creep like shadows by him and do sigh at each his needless heavings, such as you, nourish the cause of his awaking. I do come with words as medicinal as true, honest as either, to purge him of that humor that presses him from sleep.
What noise is there? Oh!
No noise, my lord, but needful conference about some gossips from your highness.
Oh, away with that audacious lady. Antigonus, I charge thee that she should not come without me. I knew she would.
Well, I told her so, my lord. On your displeasure's peril and on mine, she should not visit you.
What? Canst not rule her?
From all dishonesty he can, in this, unless he take the course that you have done, commit me for committing honor, trust it, he shall not rule me.
Lie you now, you hear. When she will take the rein, I let her run, but she'll not stumble.
Good, my liege, I come, and I beseech you hear me, who profess myself your loyal servant, your physician, your most obedient counselor, yet that dare us appear so in comforting your evils, that such as most seem yours. I say, I come from your good queen.
Good queen.
Good queen, my lord, good queen. And I say, good queen, and would by combat make her good. So were I a man, the worst about you.
Forth her hand.
Let him that makes but trifles of his eyes first hand me on mine own accord, I'll off. But first I'll do my errand. The good queen, for she is good, hath brought you forth a daughter. Here 'tis commends it to your blessing.
Out, mankind witch. Hence with her, out of door, a most intelligencing bawd.
Not so. I am as ignorant in that as you, in so entitling me, and no less honest than you are mad, which is enough, I'll warrant, as this world goes, to pass for honest.
Traitors, will you not push her out? Give her the bastard. Thou dotard, art thou, woman tired, unroosted by thy dame partlet here? Take up the bastard. Take it up, I say. Give it to thy crone.
Forever, unvenerable by thy hands, if thou takest up the princess by that force-baseness which he has put upon't.
Dread his wife.
So I would you did, Then 'twere past all doubt you'll call your children yours.
Nest of traitors.
I am none by this good light.
Nor I, nor any, but one that's here, and that's himself, for he the sacred honor of himself. This queen's, his hopeful sons, his babes, betrays to slander, whose sting is sharper than the sword, and will not, for as the case now stands, is a curse. He cannot be compelled to at once remove the root of his opinion, which is rotten as ever oak or stone was sound.
A callet of boundless tongue, who hath beat her husband, and now baits me. This brat is none of mine. It is the issue of Polixenes. Hence with it, and together with the dam, commit them to the fire.
It is yours, and might we lay the old proverb to your charge, so like you, 'tis the worse. Behold, my lords, although the print be little, the whole matter and copy of the father, eye, nose, lip, the trick of his frowns, his forehead, nay, the valley, the pretty dimples of his chin and cheek, his smiles, the very mold and frame of hand, nail, finger, and thou goodness, good goddess nature, which hast made it, so like to him that got it, and thou hast the ordering of the mind too, amongst all colors, no yellow in it, lest she suspect as he does her children, not her husbands.
A gross hag, and Lozel, thou art worthy to be hanged, and wilt not stay your tongue?
Hang all the husbands that cannot do that for you. You'll leave yourself hardly one subject.
Once more, take her hand.
A most unworthy and unnatural lord can do no more.
I'll have thee burned.
I care not. It is a heretic that makes the fire, not she which burns it. I'll not call you tyrant, but this most cruel usage of your queen, not able to produce more accusation than your own weak-hinged fancy, something savors of tyranny, and will ignoble make you, yea, scandalous to the world.
On your allegiance, out of the chamber with her. Were I a tyrant, where were her likes? She durst not call me so, if she did know me one. Away with her.
I pray you, do not push me. I'll be gone. Look to your babe, my lord, 'tis yours. Jove send her, and better guiding spirit. What needs these hands, you, that are thus so tender are his volleys, will never do him good, not one of you. So, farewell, we are gone.
Thou traitor hast set on thy wife to this, my tongue. Away with it, even thou hast a heart so tender over it. Take it hence, see it instantly consumed with fire. Even thou, and none but thou, take it up straight. Within this hour bring me where 'tis done, and by good testimony, or I'll seize thy life with what else thou callest thine. If thou refuse, and wilt encounter with my wrath, say so. The bastard brains with these my proper hands shall I dash out. Oh, take it to the fire, where thou settest on thy wife.
I did not, sir. These lords, my noble fellows, if they please, can clear me in it.
We can, my
Warlock.
good lord. It's not guilty of her coming hither.
You are liars all.
I beseech your highness, give us better credit. We had always truly served you, and beseech so to esteem us, and on our knees we beg, as recompense of their dear services past and to come, that you do change this purpose, which is being so horrible, so bloody, must lead on to some foul issue. We all kneel.
I am a feather for each wind that blows. Shall I live on to see this bastard kneel and call me father? Better burn it now, and then curse it then. But be it, let it live. It shall not neither. Yes, sir, come you hither. You that have been so tenderly officious with Lady Marjorie, the midwife there, to save this bastard's life, for 'tis a bastard, so sure as this beard's gray. What will you adventure to save this brat's life?
Anything, my lord. that my abilities undergo and noblesse impose. At least thus much. I'll pawn the little blood which I have left to save the innocent at anything possible.
It shall be possible. Swear by this sword that will perform my bidding.
Well, I will, my lord.
Mark and perform it, seest thou? But a fail of any point in it shall not only be death to thyself, but to thy lewd-tongued wife, for whom this time we pardon. We enjoin thee, as thou art liegeman to us, that thou carry this female bastard hence, and that thou bear it to some remote and desert place, quite out of our domain, and that there thou leave it, without more mercy, to its own protection and favour of the climate. As by strange fortune it came to us, I do in justice charge thee on thy soul's peril and thy body's torture, that thou commend it strangely to some place where chance may nurse or end it. Take it up.
I swear to do this, although present death have been more merciful. Come on, poor babe, some powerful spirit instruct the kites in the taverns to be thy nurses. Wolves and beasts, they say, casting thy savageness aside, having done the offices of pity. Sir, be prosperous in more than this deed does require, and blessing against this cruelty fight on thy side. Poor thing, condemned to loss.
I'll not rear another's issue.
Please, your highness, sir, posts have come from those who you sent to Oracle are come an hour since. Cleomenes and Dion, both well arrived from Delphos, are both landed, hasting to the court.
So please you, sir, their speed hath been beyond account.
23 days they have been absent. 'Tis good speed. Foretells the great Apollo suddenly will have the truth of this appear. Prepare you, lords. Come in a session that we may arraign our most disloyal lady, for as she hath been publicly accused, so shall she have a just and open trial. While she lives, my heart will be a burden to me. Leave me and think upon my bidding.
All right, we'll skip the following scene and go to scene 2 in Act 3. Leontes again.
Okay.
We're going to have the courts of justice
Oh, yeah.
solve this problem with Hermione. Are you there, Hermione?
Okay.
Leilani. She's snoozing.
Sweet Leilani.
Yes, Heavenly Father.
Leilani, catch the dog.
Sweet Leilani.
Would you like
Somebody call her on the phone.
call somebody?
I'll call her.
Cannot believe this. Right in her big scene, she falls asleep.
Oh, excuse me.
Can sure tell who's been up all day, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Who's calling her? Ruby?
Calling her. Hello?
She's not any response.
No, she went to sleep.
She is full on asleep.
Oh, poor sweetie.
Oh, hey, Jim, I never thought of using a flashlight. Thank you. I'll do that.
Yes, it is such a big advantage. Although
Next time I'll do that. Okay.
it takes away the picture of
Yeah,
being a Zoom reader.
that's okay.
There's also those lights that go on a headband, like a miner's helmet
I
sort
have
of thing.
had one of those. Yes,
That would be good.
or not, but
And there's even some that have magnifying glasses with it, too.
yeah. What are we going to do about this girl?
Oh, she's really, oh, she must have been exhausted.
Yes.
Keith has to be my girlfriend, I guess.
Who wants to read Hermione?
I'll do it.
Okay, it's a very powerful speeches about the regalness of the queen.
Okay.
Give 'em help.
Do not screw this up.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Your audition for the rest of the show is right now.
Hey.
Scene 2, Court of Justice.
Is it scene
It
2, you
is.
said?
Act 3, scene 2.
Yes.
Yeah, scene 2.
2, yes.
Okay.
Got it.
This session, to our great grief we pronounce, even pushes against our heart. The party tried, the daughter of a king, our wife, and one of us too much beloved. Let us be clear of being tyrannous, since we so openly proceed in justice, which shall have due course, even to the guilt or the purgation. Produce the prisoner.
It is His Highness' pleasure that the Queen appear in person here in court. Silence!
Read the indictment.
Hermione, queen to the worthy Leonates, king of Sicilia, thou art accused and arraigned of high treason in committing adultery with Polixenes, king of Bohemia, and conspiring with Camillo to take away the life of our sovereign lord and king, the royal husband, and pretense whereof being of by circumstances partly laid upon thou, Hermione, contrary to the faith and allegiance of a true subject, didst counsel and aid them for their better safety to fly away by night.
Since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation, and the testimony on my part no other but what comes from myself, it shall scarce boot me to say not guilty, mine integrity being counted falsehood, shall, as I express it, be so received. But thus, if powers divine behold our human actions as they do, I doubt not then, but innocence shall make false accusations blush, and tyranny tremble at patience. You, my lord, best know who least will seem to do so. My past life have been so content, as chaste, as true, as I am now unhappy, which is more than history compatterd, though devised and played to take spectators. For behold me, a fellow of the royal bed.
Leilani is awake.
Hey, girl.
Leilani, good morning.
Huh?
Speaking, but her phone is not on. Microphone is not on. What you gonna do, girl? We can hear you, but you can't hear us.
Somebody take it over for now. I have to find my spot because I just fell asleep. I'm so tired.
Did you really?
Yeah, please, someone take over for now.
You fell asleep. We've been watching you for 15 minutes.
Notice.
It's Act 3, Scene 2, about line 40.
Act 3, Scene 2.
Page 40 in my book.
I don't have numbers. Yeah, could somebody take it for now?
Yes, I'll do it for
has
you.
been taking it.
That's okay. Let's see. The mother to a hopeful prince, here standing, to pray and talk for life and honor for, who pleased to come in here? For life I prize it, as I weigh grief, which I would spare for honor. 'Tis a
Long,
derivative.
Leilani.
You got it?
Long.
Act 3, Scene 2.
Yes. Mike, your camera has moved since you last looked at us.
Oh,
It's need to start. Hermione Long.
The
So
long
we're,
right at the beginning there. And it's a great audition speech.
since what I am not what since
That's
so
it.
that is
That's it.
since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation, and the testimony on my part, no other but what comes from myself, it shall scarce boot me to say not guilty, mine integrity being counted falsehood, shall, as I express it, be so revived. But thus, if powers divine behold our human action, as they do, I doubt not then, but innocent shall make false accusations blush, and tyranny tremble at patience. You, my lord, best know, who least will seem to do so. My past life hath been as continent, as chaste, as true, as I am now unhappy, which is more than history can pattern, though devise and play to take spectators. For behold me, a fellow of the royal bed, which a moiety of the throne, a great king's daughter, the mother to a hopeful prince, here standing to prate and talk for life and honor forced, who please to come and hear. For life I prize it, as I weigh grief, which I would spare for honor. 'Tis a derivative for me to mine, and only that I could for. I appeal to your own conscience, sir, before Autolycus came to your court, how I was in your grace, how merited to be so. Since he came, with what encounter to uncurrent, I have strained to appear thus, if one jot beyond the bound of honor, or an act or will that way inclining, hardened be the hearts of all that hear me, and my nearest of kin cry fie upon my grave.
I ne'er heard yet that any of these bold devices wanted less impudence to gainsay what they did than to perform it first.
That's true enough, though 'tis a saying, sir, not due to me.
You will not own it.
More than mistress of which comes to me in name of fault, I must not at all acknowledge. For Autolycus, with whom I am accused, I do confess I loved him as an honor to be required, with such a kind of love as might become a lady like me, with a love even such so and no other, as yourself commanded which not to have done. I think to have been in me both obedience and ingratitude to you and toward your friend, whose love had spoke, even since I could speak from so infant freely that it was yours. Now for conspiracy I know not how it taste, though it be dished for me to try how. All I know of it is that Camillo was an honest man, and why he left your court, the gods themselves, wanting no more than I, are ignorant.
You knew of his departure, as you know what you have undertaken to do in his absence.
Sir, you speak a language that I understood not. My life stands in the level of your dreams, which I'll lay down.
Your actions are my dreams. You had a bastard by Polixenes, and I but dreamed it. As you were past all shame, those of your fact are so past all truth, which to deny concerns more than avails. For as thy brat hath been cast out, like to itself, no father owning it, which is indeed more criminal indeed than it, so thou shalt feel our justice, and whose easiest passage look for no less than death.
Sir, spare your threats. The bug which you would fright me with I seek. To me can life be no commodity. The crown and comfort of my life, Your honor I do give lost, for I do feel it gone, but know not how it went. My second joy, the first fruits of my body, from his presence I am barred, like one infectious. My third comfort, starred most unluckily, and from my breast, the innocent milk in it, most innocent mouth, hath held out to murder myself on every post, proclaimed a strumpet with immediate hatred, the childbed privilege denied, which longs to women of all fashion. Lastly, hurried here to this place in the open air before I have got strength of limit. Now, my liege, tell me what blessings I have here alive that I should fear to die. Therefore proceed, that you hear this. Mistake me not, for life I prize it not a straw, but for my honor which I would have free, I shall be condemned upon surmises, all proofs, sleeping else, but what your jealousies awake. I tell you, 'tis rigor, not law. Your honored self I do refer me to the oracle. Apollo be my judge.
This your request is altogether just. Therefore bring forth, and in Apollo's name, his oracle.
The Emperor of Russia was my father. Oh, that he were alive, and here beholding his daughter's trial, that he did but see the flatness of my misery, yet with eyes of pity, not revenge.
Here shall swear upon this sword of justice that you, Cleomenes and Dion, have both been to Delphos, and from thence have brought this sealed up oracle, and by the hand delivered of Apollo's priest, and that since then you have not dared to break open the holy seal, nor read the secrets in it. We all swear this.
Break up the seals and read.
Praised.
Hermiones is chaste. Polyaxene is blameless. Polixene is also blameless. Camillo, a true subject. Leonidas, a jealous tyrant. His innocent babe truly begotten, and the king shall live without an heir, if that which is lost be not found.
Now bless the great Apollo.
Praised.
Hast thou read truth?
Aye, my lord, even so as it is here set down.
There is no truth at all in the oracle. The sessions shall proceed. 'Tis mere falsehood.
Patient.
My lord, the king.
He's going to use
What
his
is
bear.
the business?
Oh, sir, I would be hated to report it. The prince, your son, is mere conceit and fear of the queen's speed is gone.
How? Gone?
It is dead.
Follows and the heavens themselves do strike at my injustice. So now there.
This news is mortal to the queen. Look down and see what death is doing.
Take her hence. Her heart is but overcharged. She will recover. I have too much believed mine own suspicion. Beseech you, tenderly apply to her some remedies for life. Apollo, pardon my great profaneness against thine oracle. I'll reconcile me to Polixenes, to whom I queen, to call the good Camillo, whom I proclaim a man of truth, of mercy, or being transported by my jealousies to bloody thoughts and revenge, I chose Camillo for the minister to poison my friend Polixenes, which had been done, but that the good mind of Camillo tardied my swift command, though I with death and with I'd reward that threaten and encourage him. Not doing it and being done, he most humane and filled with honor to my kingly guest unfast my practice. Quit his fortunes here, which you will break, and with a certain hazard of all uncertainties himself commended, no richer than his honor. Now he glisters through my rust, and how his piety does my deeds make the blacker.
Woe thee while! Oh, cut my lace, lest my heart crackling it break too.
What fit is this, good lady?
What studied torments tyrant has for me? What wheels, racks, fires, what flame boiling? In leads or oils, what old or newer torture must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste of thy most worst? Thy tyranny, together working with thy jealousies, fancies too weak for boys, too green and idle. For girls of 9, oh, think what they have done, and then run mad indeed, stark mad, for all thy bygone fooleries were but spices of it. Thou that thou betrayest Polyxenes, 'twas nothing, that did but show thee of a fool, inconstant, and damnable, ingrateful, nor was it much. Thou wouldst have poisoned good Camillo's honor, to have him kill a king. Poor trespasses, more monstrous standing by, whereof I reckon the casting forth to crows thy baby daughter, to be or none or little, though a devil would have shed water out of fire ere done it, nor is it directly laid to thee, the death of the young prince, whose honorable thoughts high for one so tender, cleft the heart that could concede a gross and foolish sire, blemished his gracious dam. This is not, no, laid to thy answer, but the last. O lords, when have I said, cry, woe, the queen, sweetest, dearest creature's dead, and vengeance for it, not dropped, no, down yet.
Higher powers forbid.
I say she's dead. I'll swear it. If word not oath prevail not, go and see. If you can bring tincture or luster to her lip, for I, heat outwardly, or breath within, I'll serve you as I would do the gods. But O thou tyrant, do not repent these things, for they are heavier than all thy woes can stir. Therefore betake thee to nothing but despair, 1,000 knees, 10,000 years together, naked fasting upon a barren mountain, and still winter in storm perpetual could not move the gods to look that way thou wert.
Go on, go on. Thou canst not speak too much. I have deserved all tongues to talk their business.
Say no more. However the business goes, you have made fault in the boldness of your speech.
I am sorry for it. All faults I make, when I shall come to know them, I do repent at, alas, I have showed too much. The rashness of a woman, he is touched to the noble heart. What's gone, what's past help, should be past grief. Do you not receive affliction at my petition? I beseech you, rather than let me be punished, that have minded you of what you should forget. Now, good my liege, sir, royal sir, forgive a foolish woman the love I bore your queen. Lo, full again, I speak of her no more, nor of your children. I'll not remember you of my own lord, who is lost too. Take your patience to you, and I'll say nothing.
Thou didst speak but well, when most the truth, which I perceive much better than to be pitied of thee. Prithee, bring me to the dead bodies of my queen, son. One grave shall be for both. On them shall the causes of their death appear, unto our shame perpetual. Once a day I'll visit the chapel where they lie, tears shed there. Shall be my recreation, so long as nature will bear up this exercise, so long I gaze about. Come, sweet sorrow.
Scene 3 at the seashore. And would you care to read The Mariner, Mr.
Okay.
It can be done with your fabulous Irish accent or your Scottish accent.
Irish?
Or your Upper British accent.
Your Croatian.
Your Croatian.
I don't know any of those sorted out.
You can choose the one you want.
Just try to think.
You wish I should do it?
I'll go.
All right, go. Here's your big chance. Is Charlie ready? Peter?
They win.
Okay, whenever when.
Well, thou art perfect then. Our ship hath touched upon the deserts of Bohemia.
Aye, my lord, and fear we have landed in time. The skies look grimly and threaten present blood.
Ay. Go.
In my conscience, the heavens with that we have in hand are angry and frown upon us.
Thy sacred wills be done. Go, get aboard. Look to thy bark. I'll not be long before I will call upon thee.
Make your best haste, and go not too far in the land. 'Tis like to be loud weather. Besides, this place is famous for the creatures of prey that kept upon it.
Go thou away. I'll follow instantly.
I am glad at heart to be so rid of the business.
Come, poor babe. I have heard that, but not believed, the spirits of the dead may walk again. If such a thing be, thy mother appears to me last night, for ne'er was dream so like waking. To me comes a creature, sometimes her head on one side, some on another. I never saw a vessel of like sorrow, so filled and so becoming, so in pure white robes, like very sanctity. She did approach my cabin where I lay, thrice bowed before me, and grasping to begin some speech, her eyes became two spouts. The fury spent, anon, did this break from her. Good Antigonus, since the fate against better judgment hath made thy person for the thrower out of my poor babe, according to thine oath, thus places remote enough are in Bohemia, there weep and leave it crying, and for the hate and for the babe is counted lost forever. Perdita, I prithee called. For this ungentle business, put on thee by my lord, thou ne'er shalt see thy wife Paulina more. And so, with shrieks, she melted into air. Affrighted much, I did in time collect myself and thoughts that this was so, and no slumber. Dreams are toys, yet for this once, yea, and superstitiously, I will be squared by this. I do believe Hermione has suffered death, and that Apollo would thus be being the same issue, being indeed the issue of King Polixenes. It should here be laid either for life or death upon the earth of its right father. Blossom, speed thee well. There lie, and with thy character, there these, which may, if fortune please, both breed thee pretty and still rest thine. Ooh, thunder, storm begins. Poor wretch, that for thy mother's fault art thou exposed to loss, and what may follow. Weep I cannot, but my heart bleeds, and most accused am I to be by their both enjoined to this. Farewell, the day frowns more and more. Thou would like to have a lullaby too rough. I never saw the heavens so dim by day. A savage clamor. Ah, may well I get aboard. This is the chase. Ah, I am gone forever. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you had the bears. That's why I thought. That's why.
Oh, you had
Charlie.
the big
Sorry,
bear.
Charlie.
We had
You
the claws.
Sorry, Charlie. You weren't needed after all.
Charlie had his fan club with him.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry,
here
Charlie, but there we.
same place.
I thought
Okay.
it was
Freaking bears.
pursued by an Orthodox Jew there for a second.
Yes.
I think that's what we
I
are.
find this whole scene unbearable.
Right.
This is the old shepherd. Yes,
Okay.
I
Okay.
would there were.
The old Jewish shepherd.
That's me.
Right.
Yes. Yes, I should have locks, you know. I was there with the nose
Okay.
age between 10 and 3 and 20. For there had been youth had slept out the rest, and there is nothing in the herewith with this wenches with child, ringing this and chintry, stealing, fighting. Hark you now. Ah, would she but these boiled dreams and 19 and 2 and 20 hunt this weather? They have scared away two of my best sheep, and I fear that the wolf will sooner find the master than if anywhere I have them, 'tis by the seaside, browsing of ivy. Good luck, and they be thy will. What have we here? Oh, mercy on us. It's a bairn. It's a bairn. A little tiny bairn in a basket. Oh, now, mercy on us. A very pretty bairn. A boy or child, I wonder. Oh, a pretty one. A pretty one. Here's some share and some scape. Oh, though I am not bookish, I can read waiting gentlemen in the scape. And this has been some stair work, some trunk work, some behind the door work. Yes, they were warmer that got this pretty little thing. I'll take it up for pity. Yet I'll tarry till my son come. He hallooed but even now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Ha ha ha. Enter.
Lolo.
Ha ha. Thou art so near. Had thou seen a thing to talk on when thou art dead and rotten? Come hither.
One more.
What hailst thou, man?
I'd see two such sights, by sea and by land, but I am not to say it at sea, for it is now the sky. Betwixt the firmament and it you cannot thrust the bodkin's point.
Why, boy, how is it?
I wouldn't did but see how it chafes, how it rages, how it takes up the shore. But that's not to the point. Oh, the most piteous cry of the poor souls, sometimes to see him and sometimes not to see him. Now the ship boring the moon with her mainmast, and anon swallowed with yesterday frost, as you thrust a cork into a hogshead, and then for the land service, to see how the bear tore out his shoulder bone, how he cried to me for help, and said his name was Antigonus, a nobleman, but to an end of the ship, to see how the seas flapped, dragoned it. But first, how the poor souls roared, sea mocked them, and how the poor gentleman roared, and the bear mocked him, both roaring louder than the sea or the weather.
Oh, by name of mercy, when was this, boy?
No, no, I have not winked since I saw these sights. The men are not yet cold under water, nor the bear half dined on the gentleman. He's at it now.
Oh, no. Would I had been by, and know to have helped the nobleman. Oh.
I would you had been by the ship's side to have helped her. There your charity would have lacked footing.
Oh, heavy matters, heavy matters. Oh, but look thee here, boy. Now bless thyself. Look here, we have a boy, a babe that has come to us. Oh, I with things newborn, you with things dying. Here's a sight for you. Look thee, a bearing cloth for a squire's child. Look thee here. Take up, boy, and open it. Oh, let's see. Oh, it is. It's all the gold. All gold here for us. Oh, now let's see. If it's been told me I should be rich by the fairies, this is some changeling. What's within, boy?
You're a made old man. The sins of your youth are forgiven you. You're well to live. Gold. Oh, gold.
Oh, gold. Oh, gold.
Oh, gold.
There we are. Well, this is fairy gold, boy, and it will prove so. Up with it. Keep it close. Home the next way. We are lucky, boy, and to be so still requires nothing but secrecy. Secrecy. Let my sheep go. Come, good boy, the next way home.
Go you the next way with your finding. I'll go see if the bear be gone from the gentleman, and how much he hath eaten. They are never cursed but when they are hungry. If there be any of him left, they'll bury it.
Well, that's a good deed, boy. That's a very good deed. If thou mayst discern by that which it has left and of him when he is, fetch me to the sight of him.
Very will I, and you shall help to put him in the ground.
Ah, 'tis a lucky day, boy, and we'll do good deeds on it. Yay! Take a break, everybody. While I put the fools back in the box.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, you're welcome. You gonna have a chocolate chip cookie? No.
Who are you talking to? Charlie again?
but I think I might have a margarita.
Charlie, my boy. Oh, Charlie, my boy.
Margarita. I said away again in Margaritaville.
Yay, 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 yay. Yay, yay.
Country. Gonna get some water.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
Oops. Oops, 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 oops.
yeah.
All my bears ran away.
Indeed I have of thee, thy own goodness hath made. Better not to have than thus to want thee. Now, we may need businesses which none without thee can sufficiently manage.
It's only 9 script. Well, the bear is sitting on it. What you know?
Too many props, Mozart. Too many props.
A different story there, isn't it? Okay, now, time. Time is on our side.
Deep mouth.
Who's what? Mr. Autolycus arrives, singing his song.
Oh, I should have gotten my hat. Never mind.
Still can.
Still get it.
Still can.
Still can? Okay, I'll be right back. It's right there.
Starting at scene 1 with time.
Yes. Oh, yes, I should read time, I guess. All right. Let's do that.
We have time to do time while he's getting his hat.
I think I'm out of time. I can't even find my flashlight now. Okay, I'm going to have to read this close to the screen. That please some, try all, both joy and terror of good and bad, that masks and unfolds error. Now take upon me, in the name of time, to use my wings, impose it not a crime to me or my swift passage, that I slide o'er 16 years and leave the growth untried of that wide gap, since it is in my power to o'erthrow law and in one self-born hour to plant an o'erwhelmed custom. Let me pass the same I am ere ancient order was, or that now received. I witness to the times that brought them in, so shall I do to the freshest things now reigning, and make stale the glistering of this present, as my tale now seems to it. And that's enough. And then we go, we'll cut the following scene because we're already in our disguise. Oh, I love it. You're so on to it. So we'll go to scene 2 with Autolycus doing his wonderful little song as he enters.
Scene 3.
2, 1.
Scene 2?
Scene 3.
Scene 3? Okay.
I'm sorry. Scene...
The one
2.
with Autolycus singing. It's scene 2 in my
Scene
book.
2.
Scene 2.
Whatever. Oh, when the daffodils begin to peer with high, the doxies over the dale, why then comes in sweet of the year, for the red robin blood reigns in the winter pale. The sweet sheep bleaching on the hedge, with high, sweet birds, oh how they sing, doth my plugging tooth on edge. For a quart of ale is a dish for a king, the lark and the tirala chants with high, with high. The thrush and the jay are summer songs for me and my aunts while they lie tumbling in the hay. I served with Prince Florizel, and in my time wore 3 pile. But now I am out of service. But where shall I go and mourn for that, my dear? The pale moon shines by night, and when I wander here and there, I then do most right, go right. If tinkers may have to leave, and bear so can budget, in my account well I may give, and in the stocks avouch it. My traffic is sheets, and the kite builds to look lesser linen. My father named me Autolycus, who being as I am, littered under Mercury, and with dye and drab I purchased this caparison, and my revenue is silly cheat. Gallows and knock are too powerful on the highway, beating and hanging are terrors to me. For the life to come I sleep out the thought of it. A prize, a prize, a prize.
Oh, let me see. Every 11 weathered tod, every tod yield, pound an odd shilling, 1,500 shorn. What comes a will to?
If the spring hold, the cock's mine.
Oh, I can't do it without counters. Let me see. What am I to buy for our sheep shearing feast? 3 pound of sugar, 5 pound of currant, rice. What will the sister of mine do with the rice? But my father hath made her mistress of the feast, and she lays it on. She hath made me 24 nosegays for the shearers, 3 man songmen all, and very good ones. But they are most of them means and base, but one Puritan amongst them, and he sings psalms and hornpipes. I must have saffron to colour the warden pie, mace, dates, that's out of my note, nutmeg, 7, a race or 2 of ginger, but that I may beg, 4 pounds of prunes, and as many of raisins as sun.
Oh, that I was ever born.
In the name of me.
Oh, help me, help me. Pluck off these rags, and then death, death.
Alack, poor soul, thou hast need of more rags to lay on thee, rather than have these off.
Oh, sir, the loathsomeness of them offends me more than the stripes I have received, which are mighty ones and millions.
Alas, poor man, a million of beating may come to a great matter.
I am robbed, sir, and beaten, my money and apparel taken from me, and these detestable things put upon me.
What, by a horseman or a footman?
A footman, sweet sir, or a footman.
Indeed, he should be a footman by the garment he hath left with thee. If this be a horseman's coat, he hath been very hot service. Lend me thy hand, I'll help thee. Come, lend me thy hand.
Oh, good sir, tenderly. Oh,
Alas,
oh, good sir, softly. Good sir, I fear, sir, my shoulder blade is out.
how now, can stand?
Softly, dear sir. Good sir, softly. You had done me a charitable office.
Dost thou lack any money? I have a little money for thee.
No, good sweet sir, no, I beseech you, sir. I have a kinsman not past 3/4 of a mile hence, upon whom I was going. I shall have their money, or anything I want. Offer me no money, I pray you, that kills my heart.
What manner of fellow was he that robbed you?
A fellow, sir, that I have known to go about with my troll my dames. I knew him once, a servant of the prince. I cannot tell, good sir, or which of his virtues it was, but he was certainly whipped out of the court.
His vices, you would say, there's no virtue whipped out of the court. They cherish it to make it stay there, and yet it will no more but abide.
Vices, I would say, sir. I know this man well. He hath been since an ape-bearer, then a process server, a bailiff, and then he come past a motion of the prodigal son, and married a tinker's wife, within a mile where my land and living lies, and having flown over many knavish professions, he has settled on only in rogue. Some call him Autolycus.
Out upon him! Trig for my life! Trig, oh! Hunt, wakes, bears, and bear baiting.
Very true, sir. He. That's the rogue put me in this apparel.
Not a more cowardly rogue in all Bohemia, if you would but look big and fitted on me to front.
I must confess to you, sir, I am no fighter. I am false of heart that way, and that he knew. I warn him.
How do you know?
Sweet sir, much better than I was. I can stand and walk. I will even take my leave of you, and pace softly towards my kinsman.
Shall I bring thee on the way?
No, good face, sir, no, sweet sir.
Then fare thee well, and let's go buy spices for our sheep shearing.
Prosper you, sweet sir. Your purse is not hot enough to purchase your spice. I'll be with you at your sheep shearing too. If I make not this cheat bring out another, and the shearers prove more sheep, let me be unrolled and my name put in the book of virtue. Jog on the footpathway, and merrily hent style. A merry heart goes all the day, and your sad tires mine a mile lay.
Is it? Another verse. All right.
The verse, but
There's now.
making up.
You get to change costumes if you're wanting to.
Yeah,
And it's scene 3 in Act 4. We're getting right down to it here. Are you ready?
Where? Act 4, Scene 3?
Yes. Florizel walks in. And
Oh, wait, I can't find it.
Flores.